Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Connie. I'm going to come on today, and I had a request to do the paper piece for this gnome. It's the newest one from Kadoodle Bug Designs, so I'm going to share that with you. This is the quick card I put together last night, but I didn't get time to do the paper piecing video. I apologize. I just kept it very simple. I put some Nouveau drops around. I just put one simple layer of printed cardstock and then a layer of real light cream. Cut that over with the die. This is popped up. It's cut at about 4 3/4 inches. And then this is a sentiment from my stash, and I did pop that up. So it really is a pretty card, even though it's simple. Sometimes I like those. I enjoy sending cards. I find that people really do enjoy them. I'm amazed, but brightens their day. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to try to zoom in here a little bit, and I'm just trying to get adjusted here so you can see what I'm doing to make sure I stay in focus and in the area I'm supposed to be now. So this is actually my second time trying to video this because I was not in frame before. So if you hear a lot of noise outside, we still have construction going on. This unfortunately is about the only time I have to get this video done today, so I wanted to get it up for you. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to start with this bottom layer, the bottom stem. I have all my pieces cut out, and I like to put them in colors, so each color is together. And what's I gonna say, I'm using a little bit different colors on this gnome, as you'll find out here in a little bit. I like having that background layer, but sometimes it's almost a problem for me to get everything in the right areas, so I don't have any white showing. And I do cut mine often out of white background instead of that gray. I have more white than I have gray, and my gray sometimes is heavier. I don't want a real heavy background, so I often use white, and that's unfortunately why I had to put it on this craft color that I work on, because I can't see white on white when I'm paper piecing during the day. At night it's not a problem, but yeah. And I just use my packaging paper I get and recycle it and use it for my crafting, because if you saw the other side you would see it's all inked up and it's a mess. But anyway, let's get back to this. I'm going to put his hat on, and this is one of the colors on the card I used printed cardstock, and I always forget to see what I have for paper to go with it, for my card when I'm making a card or whatnot. I do know I have more to go with, like blue and yellow, than the little bit more of a sea foam, I guess, color. I'm not sure, mint green. This hat does not go all the way to the top. That will be a flower piece that's going on. So I've got the base, I've got the 2 mushroom pieces, the bottoms, and then the hat so far. And so my next piece I'm going to put on is actually his beard. This can go on before the hat. It does not matter. It's actually going to go the first curve down from the bottom of the hat. The brim of the hat will cover it up. So however you choose to do it, it's up to you. I just was trying to get my glue down to the bottom. Be so thankful when the construction is all done. Not to be negative or anything, but it's getting to be a lot, really is. Okay, now I want to put the mushroom piece on. I leave the flower almost to last. just because it takes me a little bit to get that on. And again, this one, dropping everything. There's a bottom mushroom that the smaller mushroom will go on there. So this you want to match up at a little bit of an angle. But on this side, it will catch up over here. So I'm trying to get it to move that little bit. Before I put that mushroom piece on though, I need to put some of these on, the little pieces here. So this mushroom top piece is bugging me. It's got to go up a little bit and it doesn't want to move. You ever have days like that? This glue is probably the one of the beacon that dries the quickest. I don't know what the difference would be, but found that before. This is the 3-in-1. I'm just fixing that little piece that there was a tiny sliver of white. I just fixed it with the yellow and make that go up just a little bit higher, just to cover up that little sliver. So it is possible. Oh, you see, there's a little bit of sliver of white underneath that yellow, and I just fixed it. And these pieces are curved, obviously that side, but they are also curved on this side, so they kind of fit right on. It's really nice. And there should be 2 more round pieces, and then I just kind of pop those wherever. Down here. And then I was going to say, I was looking at the card I did and I couldn't find this. Well, duh, it's a much darker color than my card was. So the yellow I used on the card is like a banana color, and this is a bright yellow. So I don't know what color I would call it, but it's dark. Okay, I'm going to put these little pieces on here. Now there are 3 of these, and one is larger than the other 2, if you happen to notice that. And that one's going to go right down here in the corner. And again, they're all curved, which is nice. So they do fit the sides of the mushrooms. So nice. Just kind of trying to see once where I want to put these. So oh, I'm sorry, I'm not in frame again. So I'm kind of putting them off here. I don't normally use my beacon for my smaller pieces, just my bigger pieces. I just don't feel like switching glue today. So that's part of the reason. I did get some reptile glue, Beth, if you watch, and so far I like it. I just trying to use up a couple other things, and it also takes me a while to get used to certain things, so I will work on that, but I think I'm really going to like it. It's about the same price as the putting the hands on now, as the art glitter glue, maybe just a tad bit cheaper. But I like the tip better. You don't have that metal tip to get clogged all the time, like she said, and also gives you a little more time, wiggle room if you need it, which I normally do. So, okay, I'm going to start on the flower. What I do with this is I separate my petals. There should be 3 on each side and 1 in the middle. And yep, I got it. Okay. And then these two bottom pieces are for petals. So that's where I start. I put those on first. Sorry, I'm trying to watch that I'm staying in frame. I have to apologize. Okay, now I'm going to do the top one. And then I'm going to lay these on because I'm not very good at these crazy flowers. Before I do that, apologize, need to come back. We need to put this, I was thinking I just had the nose left to put on, but we need to put this on before we put the flower petals on. So let me come back here, put this back on because it goes over the top of the brim. Okay, but this, for some reason, this one isn't, this petal isn't coming together for me right. Didn't have problems with the last two, but let me look at something. Let's try this once. I'm trying to get that white spot covered up. Okay, we'll be okay. It'll be covered up, so we're good. There's, I don't know if you can see that little hair of a white spot in there. So what I'm doing is laying out my flower petals. Again, just so I kind of get them where I want them. I feel like, oh no, I guess I'm not missing one. I just felt like I was, this flower today, I feel like I was missing one. I keep my glue on the paper, it's wanting to drip. Okay, we're good with this. So I hope everyone's having a great day. It's actually fairly cool here yet. We had, you know, very hot June, but it sounds like it's supposed to start getting warmer again. I'm trying to keep my petals together up there just so they get all covered by the brown piece. Everything wants to move all of a sudden where I don't want it to move. Don't know what's up with that. Okay. I'm gonna move this out of the way. I'm gonna curve these a little bit more than I had them initially. Yeah. This is why it takes so long. These, I've done a lot of these flowers and with the open petals, it's like a half a daisy, so to speak. I have, as you can see, multiple troubles with them. But they eventually come together. Okay. Get the flower center on and his nose. And then I'll do just a little bit of highlighting. I'm going to, excuse me, zoom out just a tiny bit. There. That's a little better. And I'm just trying to get this centered. Excuse me. Well, let's see if I can find my white chalk. Got some new eye shadow applicators for chalk, for doing my chalk, and I'm not quite used to them yet. The tips are a little bit different. You don't have to do this white part, I just add a little highlighting to it. I gotta learn to quit playing with my paper pieces, just be done and say enough is, it's good. But not me. It just makes it look like it's got a little bit of highlight from the sun. So, okay, let me quick do some white on here. And I have some chalk that got on here. If your gel pen isn't working real well to start, if you happen to have like something like a wet rag or damp rag, just dot it in there and then color off on a scratch piece of paper and it should work fine. Sometimes I just need to get started. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to be done, but I'm going to bring it in and show you the comparison of the two colors. Zoom out a little bit here so you can see quite a big difference with the brighter. The yellow, not so much. I managed to get that with about 3 different colors of ink, get a little bit darker, but anyway, there's my finished gnome. So thank you for joining me. Have an awesome day. Take care.